I'm just getting ready for a Tennessee ball club. Just been watching tape on them. Obviously, a very physical ball club. Watched our game against them in the SEC tournament, and I just thought with their physical strength just overpowered us. It's going to be very important that we prevent post touches to Stokes and Mayman because once those guys get the ball in the post, they're either going to get to the rim or we're going to get in foul trouble. So we got to do a great job of keeping the ball out of the post, and we've got to somehow, some way, shape, or form, limit McCray because he's a very good scorer. And he's a guy that has some length and has the ability to shoot over some of our guys. So just got to get ready for Tennessee's physicality.
With Colin against Arkansas, he said he was more about taking good shots. Was that what you saw the difference in his production?
Yeah, it's always been about that, though.
I asked Colin this. I'll ask you. Coaches are all different. What do you consider an open shot? I mean, what are you looking for? What do you want them to be looking for?
Well, if you're Ray Allen or Reggie Miller, you're always open. That's an open shot to me. To me, I think more so than anything, Gene, is just like proving you have the ability to make that shot. So to me, you don't necessarily have to be open to take a shot, but if you've proven that if you're a guarded guy and you can still make that shot, then by all means take that shot. But if you're not making open shots, uncontested shots, then there's really no reason for you to take contested shots.
How long does it take you to realize when a guy has a good shot, not so much open shot, but a good shot?
Yeah. To me, it proves out over stats. We do a thing we call bulldog shooting, where our guys shoot 25 threes from each, 4 particular spots on the court, and they shoot 100 of them. So to me, if you're not making, 50 to 60 of those shots unguarded, wide open, then you probably shouldn't be taking those shots, when you're guarded out on the court. So to me, you have to prove you have the ability to make those shots.
Can that change
during
a game, like from this game to the other, just when a guy?
I don't know if it can change from game to game, but it can definitely change over the course of the season by how much you work on your shot and how much time you put in.
Do you have an update on Trevante? Is he going to be able to go today?
He won't practice today. That's more so me than it is a trainer. I think if Trevante had to practice today, he could practice today. But I don't see any reason why we would do anything to have a setback with him. We need to get him ready for Wednesday, not a Monday practice.
Nick, you called Tevin one of the most enjoyable kids you've had in your coaching career. That's a pretty high compliment for somebody that's been in business as long as you have. Can you kind of expound on that and what he does from a day-to-day basis that makes you kind of feel that way?
Well, he's a consummate teammate. And never at one point in time has he gotten down on himself or the situation. Every day he comes to practice and he puts on that white jersey and he competes and he plays hard. And he's always complimenting the guys during the game. He's always complimenting guys during practice. He's always got a high energy level day to day. And to me, that's hard to do when you're in a situation where you're not playing at all. So I thought from a day-to-day basis, every time we go and practice, his energy level is really high, and he's always trying to help his teammates out, whether it be through a walkthrough, whether it be through drills, whether it be through ways. He just has an upbeat personality, and I just think that says a lot for a kid to make sure he's worried about the team and others rather than just himself.
Ruckwez is the only guy left from the previous coaching staff, scholarship player-wise, but what allowed him to stay, whereas other guys didn't stick out? What about his makeup makes him stick with you?
Well, I don't know what caused other guys to go more so to make him stay. I just think Quez is the type of kid, first and foremost, he's a tough kid. And I think he's always been in a situation where he's going to persevere through things, and that's what toughness is. Regardless of the situation, regardless of the environment, you find a way to make that be successful for you. So to me, that's more about his toughness than anything else.
I think three of the final 4 games you haven't played that team yet. How is that different? I mean, usually at this point you're playing a team for the second time. How is it different preparing for new teams this late in the season?
Yeah, it's really, different. By this point in time, you think you have kind of old hats and old foes, but, we're going to be playing guys we haven't played before, and it's a great point. I think it almost helps you, Michael, in the fact that you got something new and something fresh, and it's not like you're preparing for a team you've already played before, so sometimes guys can kind of tune that out. But when you're getting ready for new opponents that you haven't played this whole season, which is really hard to say at this point in time, I think it gives you a little bit more like newness to it, where guys are going to be a little bit more tuned in and sync with what you're trying to do.
How much does it help, considering the circumstances now, that it just seems like it's been a month since you guys have gotten a win, that there is something new, something fresh to kind of look forward to on the tape and stuff.
Well, what I would like to be new and fresh is like a win, more so than the opponent.
What were your thoughts looking back on the different lineup you had against Arkansas?
Well, I think it really helped us with our ball handling. When you start 2-point guards, you would hope that adjustment with Trevante and IJ being out there together, it helps you with your ball handling. I really thought it did that against Arkansas and that press. And so you got 3 guys out there with Chicken included in that bunch who could really go by people. And I just think, Raquez was in a situation where he had been playing hard consistently for us, so I thought he deserved that starting nod. So I just thought defensively we didn't get off to a great start because we didn't get out and contest Arkansas shooters from the very beginning. So whether that's something that remains consistent with us as far as that starting lineup or not is really up to the individual players.
Have you talked